Hi friends, Pete Estabrook here. Today I just wanted to talk about having an improvisational game plan. So during the years that I taught at Sonoma State University, Mel Graves, who was the director of jazz studies at that time, used to always tell his students that they should have an overall game plan when they improvised. And Mel's general advice was that your solo should have a climax. So it should have a starting point where the energy is fairly low and move towards an area of greater energy, or what we would call climax. And I agree that students, as they advance and acquire more and more technical skills so they can go beyond the technical, having a storyline or a game plan in mind is a great idea. However, I think that one contour or shape from a level of low energy to a level of higher energy is not necessarily the only possible game plan. For example, you could do the opposite and start very energetic and then slowly bring the energy back down. Of course, there's an infinite number of variations as to how you can structure the overall energy level, and I think some of the most interesting solos are somewhat like a roller coaster ride that have multiple climax points. In terms of coming up with an improvisational game plan, I've noticed that as I've developed as a player over the years and gained more and more technical ability so that I can move beyond that technical ability, when I'm working on a tune, particularly one of my own tunes, I kind of develop somewhat of a game plan that also has a harmonic or rhythmic scheme to it. And so that's not to say that I have specific ideas worked out on a tune, but I have maybe some contours or harmonic places that I might want to visit within a solo, or rhythmic places that I might want to investigate at some point. So how that plays out would vary from performance to performance, recording to recording, rehearsal to rehearsal. If you acquire recordings by famous players that have alternate takes on them, you'll see that what I'm talking about there plays out. There are certain territories that the soloist will revisit in alternate takes. In order to back up what I'm saying here, I will be releasing at some point the alternate takes to my album, Reflections Volume 1. That'll allow students or listeners that are interested to see the similarities or variations in my harmonic and rhythmic journey on those tunes. At any rate, I want to encourage you to begin to think bigger picture and go beyond just the harmonic and rhythmic values into a place where you're thinking about larger contours, larger musical gestures, and work from that. And of course, always listen to the rhythm section and the other players that you're playing with and learn to respond and have dialogue with them. So it goes without saying that that dialogue would influence your journey each time.